Oh lord, the queen herself is finally here, and yes, that is Cantarella. Cantarella is the new upcoming 5-star Havoc Resonator on version 2.2, and here's everything you need to know about her kits to the best teams and finally her weapon. So without wasting any more time, let's get into it. Let's start off with her main role, and Cantarella is the second character within the game that has most combat role within her kits. Firstly, she can help improve your team's survivability by providing healing. She also has a quick concentrated energy regeneration, and Cantarella will deal higher basic attack damage. Not only that, Cantarella is also excels at coordinate attack, and she will provide further buff by amplify the next Resonator Havoc damage and Resonance skill damage. Cantarella will deal up to 3 consecutive normal attack, and when Cantarella has trance, her heavy attack change to Delusive Dive, and dealing damage to enemies will enters Mirage. This attack can be cast in water, which help her to swim even faster. Cantarella will have 2 different resonance skills, as the first one called the Graceful Step. But when in Mirage, her resonance skill will change to Flickering Reverie. When dealing damage to a target, it will send them into Hazy Dream and can be cast while in mid-air. When in Hazy Dreams, enemy's movement speed will be reduced for 6.5 seconds, and when enemy takes damage, Jolt will be triggered once and removing the Hazy Dream effects. One thing to remember, any attack from other Resonator will not trigger Jolt, and it will remove the Hazy Dream as well. Coordinate attack and damage from the utilities also will not jolt a target. Cantarella's Resonance Liberation, the Flowing Suffocation, will attack the target and inflict diffusion on all your Resonators in the team. The active Resonator on the fields that deals damage to a target will summon Dream Weavers to perform coordinate attack, and the damage is considered as basic attack damage. Within 3 seconds after the Resonator deals damage, it will summon 21 Dream Weaver per second, and the effect can be triggered once per second. Up to 30 Dream Weavers can be summoned each second, and the effect lasts for undefined times or until reaching the maximum number of Dream Weavers. And now let's take a look at her Forte circuit. When in Mirage, basic attack become basic attack Phantom Sting and can be performed up to 3 consecutive attacks. Hitting an enemies with the Phantom Sting will consume 1 point of trance to obtain 1 point of shiver, and this will heal all nearby Resonator. The stage of Phantom Sting will trigger 3 coordinate attack, and the mid-air attack Abysmal Vortex also heal your teams by consume 1 of trance to obtain 1 point of shiver. Mirage will last for 8 seconds, and Mirage also end when all of the trance is depleted. If Cantarella has 3 points of shiver when in Mirage, Resonance skill change into Perception Rain, and dealing damage to enemies is considered as basic attack damage. This attack also sends the target into Hazy Dream and help heal all your Resonators in the team. After casting the intro skill, when Resonator in the team press Echo skill, it will help recover 5 concentrated energy, and this effect can be triggered up to 4 times and lasts for 25 seconds. Echoes with the same name can only trigger this effect once. Cantarella can hold up to 5 points of trance and can be recovered by casting intro skill, hitting a target with basic attack stage 3, resonance skill graceful stage, and from liberation flowing suffocation. When Cantarella is in the water, recover 1 point of trance every 5 seconds. Cantarella also can hold up to 3 points of shivers, and shivers can be obtained by hitting a target with basic attack Phantom Sting. Casting Cantarella's outro skill will amplify the next Resonator Havoc damage by 20% and Resonance skill damage by 25% for 14 seconds. And for the other 2 inherent skill for Cantarella, Cure will increase healing bonus by 20% and Poison will provide 6% Havoc damage bonus when casting Echo skill for 10 seconds, stacking up to 2 times. Now let's talk about Cantarella's resonance change. Which one to prefer or decide? Is she worth at C0 and can she just stay like that? For free-to-play players, this section might not be your main focus but can consider listening in case you might want to go further with your pulling session. Let's start off with a C1. She will be able to gain another point of trance and both of her resonance skill damage multiplier will be increased by 105%. C2 will increase her jolt damage multiplier by 245% and the resonance liberation now send the target into a hazy dream without casting resonance skill. C3 will increase the damage multiplier for resonance liberation by 180%, while C4 healing bonuses increase by 25% when in Mirage. C5 help increase the maximum number of diffusion Dreamweaver's Cantarella can summon through resonance liberation by 5. And last but not least, C6. Phantom Sting's damage multiplier is increased by 65% and Cantarella will ignore 40% of the target's defense for 10 seconds whenever she casts her resonance liberation. The first 1.2 seconds of Hazy Dream will stagnate the target and at the time the attack will not trigger the target's jolt. And now for the weapon section. First of all, Cantarella's best in-slot weapon for her is of course the Whisper of Sirens. This weapon will provide additional 72% of crit damage and increase attack by 12%. Casting Echo skill within 10 seconds after the intro skill grants Cantarella 1 stack of Gentle Dreams, stackable up to 3 times, and each stack will have its own buff. 1 stack of Gentle Dreams grant 40% basic attack damage bonus, while 2 stack will ignore 10% of the target's Havoc resistance, and 3 stacks will combine both buff for 27 seconds when Gentle Dreams ends early. Switching back to the Wilders and the effect immediately. You can also put Stellar Symphony with Cantarella in case you mainly build Cantarella as your support healer, where the weapon will increase your party's member attack by 14%. On top of that, Call of the Beast is also a viable option just for more healings bonuses, where this weapon will increase them by 16%. But if you want to build your Cantarella as a DPS or maybe sub DPS, putting on String Master or Cosmic Repulse is already a good option to go. And for the 4-star option, you can use the Jinzo Keeper and Fusion Accretion for additional attack percents and variation for more Concerto energy, which will benefit more on Quick Swap team. Next up, Echo Suggestion. So in 2.0, we currently have a brand new Sonata effect called the Midnight Veil, and I believe this set is well suited to Cantarella as an overall support for our main DPS. When cast Outro skill with 5 pieces on, this set provides an additional 15% Havoc damage bonus to the next Resonator. Not only that, but for the cost for Echo, you can put Lorray on her main slot, which increase Cantarella Havoc damage bonus and basic attack damage bonus by 12%. Moonlit Cloud is also another option to go for support build, since these sets provide 34.5% more damage increase to your main DPS. But make sure to put your cost for the Impermanence Heron so you don't miss out the buff it can provide. Not only that, Imperial Anthem is another Sonata effect you might consider using on Cantarella, since her liberation also helps with coordinated attack, and with this set alone, it will greatly increase its damage by 120% more. Furthermore, when the damage from the coordinated attack is crit, the active Resonator's attack will be increased by 20%, which is quite huge damage boost for your DPS. Other than this 3 support set, you can put the Sun Sinking Eclipse on Cantarella when you want to try to make her as your main damage dealer. Just make sure that your crit ratio is already at a good percentage, and for the cost 4, I would highly suggest to put the Midnight Crownless, where this Echo will provide 12% of Havoc damage bonus and basic attack damage bonus. For substats, I will prioritize the double crit value first, and then the basic attack damage bonus, and then attack percents, and if possible, more energy regen for Cantarella to help her get her liberation uptime even faster. And now comes to the team synergy for Cantarella. Just from her outro skill alone, where she will buff resonance skill, you can already think of a few characters who would benefit greatly from this buff, such as Jin Shi, Carlotta, Changli, and Ling Yang. However, if you don't have Gigi, for example, I believe Jinshi will work well with Cantarella, and the reason for that is that Cantarella, like Gigi, can deal corded attack with her liberation, allowing Jinshi to gain additional skill damage bonus and more corded attack to replenish her forte bar. Not only that, apply buff to others' Havoc DPS Resonator is also another team set you can try on, just like Camellia, Dungeon, and Havoc Rover, especially for Dungeon and Camellia, who are extremely vulnerable to any attack. Having Cantarella in your roster may help a bit by providing extra healing. Finally, Cantarella's material Ascension. Cantarella will need 46 of the Cleansing Conch, which can be farmed by defeating Leleray at the Nimbus Sectum. She also needs 4 of the green polygon core, 12 blue polygon core, 12 purple polygon core, and lastly 4 of the gold polygon core. For the regional flowers, she will need 60 seaside Cinderillas that can be farmed in the new Area 2.2 version. Finally, the total number of shell credits you need to fully ascend her is 170,000 shell credits, and also for the total number of shell credits to fully level her up to level 90 is 1.1 million credits. For skill level up, firstly you need a lot of these helix things: 25 of the green helix, 28 of blue helix, 55 of purple helix, and lastly 67 gold helix. For the core, she will also use the same one as the polygon core. She will need 25 of the green polygon core, 28 blue polygon core, 40 of the purple polygon core, and 57 gold polygon core. Weekly boss drop unit for her skill is when Iris Bloom, that can be farmed from Flooderis, is the new weekly boss at the new area on 2.2 version. Finally, for the total amount of shell credits you need to fully level up all the skill is a whopping of 2.3 million shell credits. So what's your thoughts on Cantarella? Are you excited or no? Let me know in the comment section down below. And as always, most of the key information I share with you might get changed whenever the official release comes out. So please keep an eye on the comment section down below, as I'll try to post there if some of the things have been changed. As always, I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.